And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. Well, that didn't go exactly how I had planned, but I've ran the intro video. It's happened, but it didn't happen. So that is the way it works here. It is live. It is shoot the rehearsal. It is the Local Pundit. Today is Tactical Fortitude. Luckily, I have one professional here. He's in the background. He's not on the show with me, but I've got Aaron as well.
There we go. It's Lord.
Okay, so I'll give everybody a peek behind the curtain. I pressed the intro video to test it, and it was working. And then I pressed go live and play with the intro video. But I think because the intro video was already playing, it didn't play it again.
I didn't even realize anything went wonky until you said something, because I just saw it playing. So I just thought it was. I thought you were going.
Even though that didn't go so well, it went better than our game yesterday.
Oh, yes. Much better. Much better. Yeah. Much better.
Oh, my God. If you think Josh was frustrated, I was ready to throw stuff at the television. I'm like, Braden and Brandon could have beaten that team yesterday.
It was tough. That was a tough one last night. Yeah. I don't know. We looked like a League One team. Me and Josh kind of talked about it last night. We just looked like we had a bunch of League One players out there, and we looked like a League One team.
I think that's generous.
Might be.
There we go. That's my call. That's like it was. It was ugly. But anyway, it was what it was. We've taken the hit. Once again, we couldn't get past Birmingham. That's my most disappointing thing about this whole process.
I think that's the problem. I think we need to get Birmingham to start winning some games, so they just get way up there. Then we can go, because we're not allowed to pass them apparently, but we can get right up behind them.
I couldn't even wear a jersey today. I was so disappointed.
Oh, dude,
just couldn't do it.
It's terrible, horrible.
Yeah. So anyway, are we gonna? Do we want to break down the team in that match, or do we just want to talk about our bloody new team? What do we want to do?
Well, we can. I can bring up the tactical board, and we can. I've got Watford pulled up, so we can talk about the new game, and then let me bring this up, and we can talk about the game coming up. Oh shoot! There we go. Now my computer's acting up.
Wow, we're both having tech issues this morning.
There we go. All right.
Here we go. Okay. Morning to everybody in the chat too. Hello for everybody.
Yes, hi, everybody. Oh, yeah. All right. So here's this was actually I think Watford's team's going to change a little bit from their game in the midweek. They struggled against Wednesday, so I think they'll change it up. So I went back to their win against Norwich and went with that lineup. So I'm like, it's a guess, you know what I mean? And of course, some of the players are the same players, but it is a 4-4-2, which, I mean, honestly, you know how formations go. It's a 4-4-2, but it morphs and changes, and the fullbacks get forward sometimes, and it's not just a defensive 4-4-2. They'll get the ball and get deep in our areas and really cause us trouble if they can. So we'll see how it actually plays out, but 4-4-2 this week, so it'll be fun to see how they employ it against us or deploy it against us. I don't know whatever the right wording is there.
How they bring it.
Yeah, and then this is our team that we started with this week. So, I mean,
we're going to tear this team apart.
I mean, I think he's going to make as many changes as he can. It'll be interesting how aggressive he goes with the changes. And some of them we just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you could say, does Rathbone deserve a run out? Maybe he does, but I don't know that he's going to get one. You know what I mean? And we don't know, like, because we just don't know how he is health wise. So, but I wouldn't be surprised to see basically everybody else that was on the bench, on.
Well,
So,
I reckon what we should do here, you
mhm,
know what I think we should do? I think you should put on the team you think we're going to play.
okay.
Or do you want me to go first and then you go
I'll
second? What do
go.
you?
I'll
Yeah,
go. I'll
okay.
throw the team out there that I think they'll go with.
And throw some reasoning behind it because I've got some
All
reasons
right.
behind the changes.
Okay. Well, first off, Okonkwo is not going anywhere.
Yep.
Um, I think Dan Scar will be off, and I think Chaim will be in the middle. I think Doyle will be on the left. I think Doyle has shown what he can do the last couple week or last couple games where he's came in later and really changed the game for us uh, and made us look a lot better. Yeah, I think it was what was it? It was the Blackburn game he came in, right? Blackburn, and
Yeah, it
then
was
last
Blackburn.
night.
And
Last
we
night he
threw it. Yeah.
last night he came in at halftime. And I just think he looks so much more comfortable on that left-hand side than anybody else that we've played out there. I mean, Chaim does a really good job out there, but it's obvious that he's not a left footer, and so
Yep.
sometimes that can cause him trouble. And the teams try to take advantage of that. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If we had if Brunt was an option, I think Brunt would have came in for Max. I don't think Max had a very good game.
Still
He's
think
and
Josh.
Max has been great. Max has been fantastic for us. I think he's still to this point has still played every minute of every game. I
Yeah.
don't think he's came off yet. So I mean, I'm not dogging on Max. I just don't think he had a great game, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't be a bad
Okay.
time to pull him off and let him have a break. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't see Cody getting in the team, and I can't see. I mean, I just don't see. What else you gonna do? You know what I mean? I just don't see that happening. So, with a lack of depth right now at center back, I don't think you make that change. So I think Max stays. Um, and Hyam didn't have his best game last night, but he wasn't bad either. So
Heim hasn't been playing in his position.
yeah,
Heim's
I know, and I think if we get him back in the middle, I think he's much better.
yeah.
He can really do some work for us. On to the wing backs. Again, it's a depth issue. We only have one other. You know what I mean? So what do you do there? Longman, I think, is definitely going to play. Um, I would say between the two that played, I think Barnett probably had the worst game. So it's probably Barney comes off and Longman comes on. So we'll see
Okay.
that. I think McLean's been pretty good. I don't think he was great last night, but he just looked like a guy. He looked like a 36-year-old who's played, you know, 3 games in a week. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
he looks wore out. He looked a little wore out last night. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I think with the options we got, this is probably what we do. Um, and
Interesting.
then we go into the midfield. And this is where it could get interesting. I think Thomason comes off, and I think O'Brien will come on. I think Chief probably comes off and gets a rest, and James comes on. Well, I say that James kind of hurt himself there towards the end of the game when he came on. So depending on the Matty
Let's
James
assume he's fit. Let's assume he's
availability, assume he's okay because he did continue the game.
Yep.
But he did look like he did something to his knees. So, but he did finish the game off. So hopefully, if he's okay, I think Matty James comes in. Um, and I think it looks something like this. I still think because of the wing backs we have, we're going to need help defensively. So I think we stay in the midfield three. I don't think we go to the box midfield, even though
Mhm.
I'd like to. And then I think we do bring. I think we bring Brody off. Not that he's played poorly, just I think you're just gonna, you got to get some minutes and some different people. I think Wendass comes on, and then uh, I I think Moore needs a rest, but I don't think Moore's coming out for this game. You know what I mean? I don't think Smith's played well enough when he's played to justify that change. And I
Okay.
just worry that I would have no problem playing Hardy up there. I just don't think Parkey likes. I don't think Hardy fits Parkey very well, unfortunately. So, or at least not how he was wanting us to play this season anyway. What he's wanting out of a striker. So I don't think he'll do that either. I think he'll probably leave Kiefer on there. So I would say this, to me, this is probably the most likely.
Okay.
But you never know, man.
I'm digesting your team.
Yeah.
What does anyone in the chat think about this?
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts? I mean, what do you got? Would you do anything different there? Would you?
Yes, I would.
All
yes,
right.
I would.
All
Okay,
right.
so,
Throw me some names and we'll move them
well,
around.
let's take it back to the original team. Let everybody look at that for a second and digest it. Let everybody digest it for a second.
All right, we'll leave that. All right.
Yeah, so look, that lineup makes sense for a fair few reasons, and I can see us going that way. And you've given your reasons behind, like Matty James coming on for Sheaf, Joel coming on, picking Barney over Longman and leaving Macca, O'Brien. I get all of that. Windass for Broadhead, I totally get. So that's some good ones. Let's okay, take it back to the original team. My turn.
Okay. So
let's have some fun.
Let's see where Broadhead go. He's over here. Brian Thompson, James Sheaf.
I love this. Aaron's doing all the work.
And
I'm just here to look pretty.
Scar. And Longman Barney. All right. There you go.
There we go.
Team yesterday.
Yeah. That's yesterday's team.
Yep.
Hello, Skizzy. Good to see you in here. Habs, Chris, everyone. Good to see you all in here. Okay, so there's the team yesterday. Now, we saw Aaron's choices. I agree with you, Aaron, on obviously AO staying. I agree with you in bringing in Doyle and moving Heim to the middle.
Okay. Scar off or Cleaverth off?
No, Scar off. Okay. And I would be saying to Scar, it's not that I'm disappointed in if I'm Parky, I'm not disappointed in your performance. It's just that I need a left footer on that side.
Yep. And
I'm bringing Heim into the middle. Yep. So, yeah. So that's what I would do there. Then across our wing backs, take Macca off and bring Longman on. Straight swap there. And that's just a rotation. I agree with you that Barney didn't have a great game, but neither did Mac. No one had a good game.
No.
But I would say that the reason I'm going to play Barney is because he's younger than Macca, and I really just want him to get through this game. I'm like, Barney, you give me fucking everything in this game because, there's going to be rotation. And I want people to come off spent. And then I agree with you. Sheaf has to come off for rest his legs, and Matty James has to come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheaf for Matty James.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheaf can only play so many minutes in a row. Yeah. Great player, but Now, the one guy that's going to get benched this time that is a little bit unfortunate to be benched, and he has to be said, is Thomason, because he covers Macca really well and he's playing well. And I bring O'Brien, same as you, I bring O'Brien on. Yep. So, and then I think Dobbo stays. I think a Rathbone could come on for Dobbo even, but I think that's just
that would be one that I wouldn't be like, it wouldn't surprise me if that happened. I just don't know because he's not played Rathbone. He played him in the one cup game, and we haven't seen him since. So I don't know.
It could go that other way too. Like Thomason could stay on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Rathbone could come on for Dobbo, and Dobbo could go to the bench. Then up front, I'm going to double change for this game, and I'm giving both these guys a rest. And I'm taking Broadhead off and bringing Windass on, and I'm taking Moore off and I'm bringing Smith on at the start of the game, and I'm giving him an opportunity at home.
And that's he may do that. I don't know that I would.
I understand Parky being Parky will probably keep Moore, but I think also, like Sheath, Moore needs to have a bit of a rest.
Yeah, he does need to rest.
You just can't play these guys 90 minutes, or, like 75, 80 minutes, 2 games a week.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
3 games a week.
Well, yeah, it's not. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So that's what I would do. Now, unfortunately, what is being exposed for us right now, buddy, in my opinion, is we just don't have the depth.
Nope. That's the problem.
And here's my question to you. Are we at our ceiling with this current squad? Like how much, and I'm not saying the last game, like that was one of our poorer performances. Our best performance or best performances were good enough to beat Coventry, were good enough to win some good games, but they were our absolute peak. And how often can you play at that level?
I mean,
in any sport.
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think we're at our max though. Like I think
you don't.
Our biggest problem was here's our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is we haven't had a run of games with our best 11 fit.
And you're never going to.
No, but I mean, you do. I mean, that's not fair. You think about the end of last season. We played the same 11 players every game for the last 20 games.
Were they
January on? It was almost, I mean, with very minimal changes. You think about that.
Were they our best 11, or did we have players injured?
No, I think that was but we had. I think it was the best. There was a run from like January once we brought in Rodriguez and Smith. We brought those 2 in, and right there at the end of the window, we put them straight in, and basically, if you look at that team that they first started with, I think we played almost that same 11. Like the whole rest of the way. I mean, with minimal changes. I mean, there was a few games where we had to make changes, but it wasn't often. You know what I mean? It wasn't much. So I think we could still get to a point, maybe at that same time period where you get Kikache fit and we get Kabore back. And so you've got better wing backs. And who knows what we're going to do in January. I'd like to think we bring some wing backs in. I'd like to think we bring another striker in that maybe fits that can play that more role, huh?
But that's more to my point. Like, you want to strengthen the squad.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. I mean, we know what you're going to, but I think if we had everybody, if we were more fit than we are right now, especially with the wing backs, it'd be one thing if we had if we were hurting the midfielders, like we've got depth at midfield, we're okay at the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we've got I don't think we need to strengthen that because we've actually got depth in midfield. So let's say if O'Brien, I mean, O'Brien's not even played the last couple of games. If he was hurt, we would, it's not, and that might be why he's not playing. He may have a knock and Parky's just not playing him. Make sure he gets healthy. You know what I mean? We don't know. They never tell us anything. So we've got tons of depth at midfield. So if we had our injuries in the midfield, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But because it's in the wing backs, and that's such a vital part of the way we play, it's really hurting us. And I think that's our biggest problem right now.
Yep. Hey, Esteban and Mark, good to see you in here on your inevitable rise up the league with Southampton. You're going well. Congratulations.
Rolling.
Yep. Yeah, I guess my point is I think that, every team has runs where they hit a really good run of form and play well. Historically, we've done that at the end of seasons. Now, I think we're obviously our depth currently is being exposed in key positions for the way we play. Our wing backs are exposed right now because we're missing our 2 best wing backs, and one on either side, not just one side. It's both sides.
Yeah, it's both sides. Yeah.
And so that's happened. But also, if you notice, Hull applied pressure to us higher up the pitch. It wasn't a full high press, but they applied more pressure to us earlier and didn't just allow us to move the ball around in the back third and then come forward however we wanted and then defend there. They defended from beyond the halfway line. And we did not handle that. We just didn't handle it, which I thought, truly exposed our level in that game and generally currently. I think so. So I think that basically we need to be I agree with you. Absolutely. We need to get in more players. But I guess what I'm saying is with our current squad, and injuries play a part. You get Kabora and Kakache back. Someone else is going to get injured somewhere else. Now, like you said, if we get injuries across the midfield,
we can handle that one. You know what I mean? That's doable.
Okay, can we?
Yeah.
Ben Sheep gets injured.
You play Matty James. We're all right.
Every game?
Yeah. He played every game through the end of last season.
Yeah, I don't know that you can.
And until Sheaf came in, he played every game this season too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was he can do it. Matty James can do it.
Hello, John.
Oh boy. Back to the blue bastard. You notice I'm not blue today. I still don't know why. Only thing I wonder if my shirt last night, I had an orange shirt on, and I wonder if it just made the camera do something stupid. But yeah, I had me look like I did. I look like the blue bastard. But,
hey, OG blue bastard. Ironic. Hey, funny little side story. Picking up a new car next week. Yeah. My number plate has OG in it.
I thought you were going to say it was blue.
No, it's not blue. No.
Oh, shoot. Here's an interesting question from Carol HR. Do we think the long-term solution to this continual problem is to move to a 4 at the back and no more wing backs and finally play big boy football? No chance. We're playing in back 3 because that's what Parky does and that's the way we play. And it works just fine as long as we're healthy.
I have no problem with our formation.
No, me neither.
Proven
it works fine.
that it works.
It's worked just fine. It's just we got to be healthy. We need wing back. In this system, you have to have strong wing backs. And the thing is, the other night when we were playing with, let's be honest, our League 2 wing backs. We were playing with it was Barney and Macca. Those were our League 2 wing backs.
Yeah.
Those are the wing backs that got us through League 2. So I think that tells you everything. And it's not to say that they can't step up and Mac has played at this level before, but there's a reason he dropped down to League 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I hate saying it, but we are not going to make the playoffs.
No, and I picked us not to. And it was because of this reason. This is why.
Yeah, of course.
Depth was going to get us at some point, and we knew that because we brought in 13 players, but you just can't. Because of the way we moved up through the league, we didn't have time to settle. If we had an extra year in League 1, we may have made this jump a little better. You know what I mean? We'd have had a stronger team. We'd have had a more depth in the team, but because we didn't. We didn't stay, and we went up so quick. We're playing the National League just a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just we've the continual changes and trying to keep up and trying to get to the level. It's just caught up with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. To that, am I? And you're absolutely right, Aaron. That's the reason why we're struggling, but. Am I unhappy about it? No, we're in the championship.
No, and we're playing, and we're doing well. It's not like we're 4 points off the playoffs. We're not out of it by any means. You know what I mean?
No, we're not. No, we're not. And but the positive that you can take away from this is that we're not going to get relegated. We're too good a team for that. We'll do enough to not to get relegated. Because you can look both ways. In the pre-game, Paddy and I, all we talked about was if we win, we could be in 8th. We could be in this, and we can only be 1 point out. We didn't talk about the loss and where we could be. We weren't thinking about that. Now, you got to look at it both ways. You got to look at the table up and down. Now, we're on 27 points. I think we are. I've got monitor problems today, so I'm only working off one screen. But if I look, actually, I'll bring the table up on my phone.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here.
We're 10 points clear of the drop, if that's what you're
There we go. That's what I wanted to just quickly check. So that's fine. That takes a lot to catch up. For the teams below us to catch us.
Right.
Yeah. So Portsmouth, Norwich, Sheffield United, obviously. Well, Sheffield United obviously isn't going to do anything but get relegated. They're still 23 points behind the next place, and what's that? 9 and 9, 28 points out of getting out of the relegation zone. They just can't do it. It's not going to happen. But I guess back to us in this scenario, I want 3 players in January. 2 minimum, but I want 3. And then I want another 4 in the upcoming off season. I'm looking at this as a 2-year plan. And I think that's what I've probably looked at it as too. To be fair, because, to have the ambition to go up to the Premier League this season is absolutely fine. I've got no problem at all with that. And we should have that ambition. That's the way professionals should play. They play to win. But if we are looking at it from a realistic point of view and from how it actually best suits our club, it actually best suits our club to be another year. The training facilities will be further down the road. The COP will be close to being built. Not that that matters for playing on the pitch, but the training facilities in the academy do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So that's my take on it. I think, we're not going up. We need 3 players in January, and we need 4 players in the off season. And you add 7 players in total over a staggered timeline, which means it's not too much of a disruption to the whole squad. Mm-hmm. This team will come ahead leaps and bounds.
Yep, absolutely. I think we'll be in really good shape next season. But right now it's just dealing with the injuries we have, getting the bringing in some more players, moving out a few players. That might be the hardest part. Is just moving players out.
Here we go. Paddy's just put me back a year.
Yeah, I don't hate that either. Yeah, you shoot for playoffs next season, and
that's
for autos the next
fine too. I'd love to see. I think it can be stretched a year quicker than that, in my opinion. But there's merit to Paddy's comment there, though. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but again, Matt White, and this is just it. I guess this is exactly my point. The speed of our promotions is finally catching up to us. It's a problem we don't. Yeah, it's fine. This was going to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Otherwise, we were going to go up this year, and we were going to win the Prem next year. Next
Champions League the year after. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right.
Beat PSG in the final. I feel it. I feel it.
My brother-in-law, who is a massive PSG fan, he's Tahitian, so he's French origin. Oh my God, that would be all time if that happened. If we end up playing PSG.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
good stuff. No, if you want, I can dig in a little bit on Watford.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, why not?
All right. So just so like I said earlier, this is their lineup that they went with, not in their last game, but in the game before where they beat Norwich on the Saturday. The reason why I went with that is they struggled quite a bit against Wednesday, and so if I'm, just from that, I would assume that their manager's going to want to make some changes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just looking at their, I'm going to look at some of their stats. Let me pull these up. So their highest rated player is Imran Louza. center mid, right here. A really good player. He's a really good player. And he's got 6 goals and 4 assists so far this season. He's averaging a 7.74 rating, which is unreal.
Yeah, that's
I
really
mean, that's an unbelievable rating
that's just
uh,
average rating.
on FODMob. That's hard to get. I mean, you guys know if you've played around on FODMob at all, to average a 7.74 is wild. Anything over 7 is good, but a 7.74 is unbelievable as an average. So yeah, he's a fantastic player. He's 26. He's yeah, he's a creative player that just causes all sorts of issues. So we're gonna have to deal with him coming out of the midfield trying to score. Um, After that, let's see who else here. Some of these players haven't been playing, so yeah,
I was hoping I was
Mark
hoping
Bola is
Yep.
there is averaging a 7. Matthew Pollock is averaging a 7.05. Uh, excuse me. Those guys are both in the back line. That's their left back and their one of their central defenders. So they're a good team. They've not been on like a great run. They've not been fantastic lately. They've drawn a lot of games. So of their, let's see, let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in their last 8 games, they've won 2, drawn 3, and lost 1. No, sorry, I counted wrong. They've won 3, drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, and then lost 1. So it's not a terrible run, you know what I mean? They're not losing a lot. They lost to Birmingham 2-1 at Birmingham, which it's a hard place to go and win.
Yeah. I'm
Then
just actually bringing them up. I just want to check. They've got an
Mhm.
Australian player, Urun Kunda, who's
Kunda.
yeah, he got an absolutely deadly free kick on him.
Mm.
Deadly.
He was a young, wasn't he young? Isn't he young?
Yes, he is young, mate. He
Young
is
guy.
young.
I don't know how much he's been playing or if he's
He's been playing a bit. Yeah, he's been playing a bit for them.
I was looking through their lineups. I haven't seen him. That's what I'm saying. I just haven't, unless he's coming on. Maybe he's not starting. Maybe he's coming on.
So he's
Um,
19 years old.
mhm,
And yeah, he generally plays like an attacking winger type
yeah,
midfielder.
yeah.
They got him
Top
primary
gear.
position as striker, but he's more of yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
but I'm not seeing anything that he's injured here. I'm just sort of checking it. But yeah, I want to see him play because he's Australian. I don't want to see him
mhm.
play. It's a free kick against us. AO is going to have to be on point,
Let's see.
which I think he can be. AO
Yeah.
is one of the best shot stoppers in the league.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like he's coming on. He's not getting a ton of minutes, but he's coming on in a lot of games.
Mm,
So he's not starting, but he's coming on.
yeah.
Is what is just looking at. He's because he's played in 18 matches. He's got
Yeah.
2 goals and 1 assist right now. Um, I think those 2 goals did they come in the same game? So it seemed like early on in the season he had one game where I thought he scored I thought he scored a double, and one of
Mm,
them was a free kick, or maybe there were 2 free kicks.
yeah.
It was
He's
something
just a good.
crazy. It was something wild, but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's coming on in a lot of games. Coming on later on
Yeah.
in the
Just a
game.
good young player.
Yeah, good, solid young player.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I mean, speaking of young players, Harry Ashfield might get a shout at some point.
Don't
Um,
tease me. Don't tease me, mate.
hey, you never know. We need some legs in there, and I
Look,
guarantee you he'll
but
bring us that.
the in all seriousness, the plus of giving him some minutes is
Mhm.
it gives somebody else a rest.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
fresh, he's
absolutely.
keen. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
We definitely look like a team that needed a rest. I mean, we, to me,
And
I thought we just looked leggy and just out of it. You know, what I mean, they just look wore out to me.
mm, our
Um,
system requires certain haversification. Our system requires certain qualities: young, brave, fast, technical, and endurance.
yeah.
Who's he talking about? I tell you what, one thing I will say is I from everything I've seen of Harry Ashfield, the thing that impresses me most is when he turns and beats a player with the ball, his first instinct, head for goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And that's what you want in an attacking player.
Yep.
You don't want an attacking player to go, yep, beat a man, turn forward. Oh, yeah, now I need to pass it out wide. Not as their first instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Their first instinct should be, I'm going to score.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get after it. Yeah, I agree. I think he can do a job. I mean, he's not I think the problems with him that we run into, and I think it'd be worse it'll be worse in the championship because the quality of players are so high. He gives the ball away kind of cheap, and so I think he'd struggle a little bit with that. But I still wouldn't mind having him out there just for the legs, even if he came on. You know what I mean? Just as a player that comes on towards the end or something. He needs to get some minutes. If we're not gonna sit him out on loan, like, get him some minutes, man.
If we hadn't gone up last season, he would have played a lot of games so far.
I think so. Yeah, I think he'd have played a ton of games for us this season. Yeah. Or if we were still in League One, I think he's playing.
Now we're in the championship. So Parky's like, we're in the big boy league, and you know, and so the promotion scarily has maybe hindered his development a little bit. Maybe. No, I could be wrong. His development could be going absolutely fine. We don't know because we haven't seen games. You know, they're seeing him in training. And I'm sure he's going absolutely fine in training because they've kept him around. He's been on the bench a few times. Yeah, I mean, he got injured a little while back there, but he's back now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he did get injured, didn't he?
Yeah. But he's back now. So, let's see. I mean, you know, it's just one of these things. It's like we want the bounce back this weekend, don't we?
Yeah, for sure. I think we'll get that. We generally, with Parky's teams, you get a reaction. You know what I mean? So I'd be surprised if we didn't get some sort of reaction and play. You know, just I think we'll look a lot better. And plus, it's a home game. That was 2 away games we just played, so it's never easy playing away, especially in the championship.
No, you're right.
And the other thing was too, I think we kind of ran into a buzzsaw with Hull. They were coming off a bad defeat against Middlesbrough, so they were looking for a bounce back. You know what I mean? They were looking for that. The same thing we're kind of looking for now. So I think we played the wrong team at the wrong time, I think.
Yeah, and I am going to say, like, if the club needs some advice on someone going on a tear and being in form, this is what they need to look at. Aaron in the footy tipping comp. Oh my God, 10 points, buddy.
On fire.
Absolutely. On
fire. And the blue bastard screwed me. I'd have had a 4th correct score. A 4th correct score. And they lost it in the last kick of the game.
You are hunting me. You are hunting me down.
Yeah.
You're on 96 points.
Nice. What are you on? 100?
103. You're only 7 behind me now. Although, when you do look closely there, what's the most important thing of that whole sheet there? Last place. John.
Oh no. Oh no.
John in last. Just saying.
Lord. This guy. He comes in here, acts like he knows what he's talking about. But when it comes down to it, he really doesn't know.
Can't even beat South America. Can't even beat Harry all over.
He can't beat a fake Bigfoot. An AI Bigfoot's kicking his ass.
Now, we're not even halfway through the season, so there's a long way to go, people. I'm just happy I'm still even though I'm leading, my thought process right now is I'm happy I'm still in contention.
Oh shoot! Yeah, usually I'm terrible at these. I am on a really good. The last couple of weeks have been a really good run for me. I've been on one.
You're in your form. You're in the zone.
Yeah, I'm in peak form.
Yeah,
that's all right. It'll all come crashing down soon enough. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much, kid. Well, I'll end up getting a 0 this
What about
weekend,
my
probably.
form? My form will probably come crashing down.
Oh, Lord.
I've come out of
Patty's
the
what?
I've come out
Hey,
of the
as
gate.
long as we've talked about this pre-show, one of us has to beat Patty. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Paddy is not allowed to go back to back.
We can't let Patty win it again this year. So
Yeah. And I know he's coming for us. He'll be thinking about it.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that. We could do I could do my picks live if you wanted to.
Oh, well, yeah, we could do that.
If you want to,
Let's
since we're in the week. Yeah.
let's get that done now. Okay, so if you bring up the I'll go to my because I'm only working off one screen, so you'll have to tell me the games.
I'll give you the game and then yeah, we can do that. I can do that.
Hit me with it.
All right, so let me go to get my little app out here. All right, so tomorrow's game
Yep.
is West Brom at home versus Sheffield United.
Okay. Bring it.
All right, I'm going to go West Brom 1, Sheffield United 2.
Okay, and I am going to go 1-0 to Sheffield United.
Okay. Then into Saturday, the early games, we've got Oxford United at home versus Preston.
I'll go first for you this time.
Right.
Tough here because Oxford United's actually fighting for their lives and playing pretty hard. I'm going to go 1-1 draw here.
I'm going to go with Oxford 0, Preston 2.
I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense, but I'm just giving Oxford some credit.
I'm with you. I have been, but I think they're starting to struggle a little bit. Their form's dropping.
And maybe I just wanted to get a draw against Preston so we can catch them a bit, maybe.
Right. No doubt. The next game we've got Stoke at home versus Swansea.
Oh, okay. Interesting. This is not so easy.
Me first this time.
Yes.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Stoke.
And I'm gonna go 2-0 Stoke.
Here's one. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Mark Southampton is traveling to Norwich. So Norwich at home, Southampton versus Southampton.
Is that the next game?
That's the next game. Yep, Norwich, Southampton.
Well, to be fair, Southampton's been one of the form teams with Sheffield United and Ipswich in the last few weeks. But also Norwich have turned the corner a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that Southampton is going to be too good, and I'm going to give them a 2-1 victory.
I'm going to take the 1-1 here.
Okay.
I think Norwich steps up and
they've been going okay.
They have been. They're starting to get a little bit. They're definitely the managerial change has definitely helped out. So
yeah.
Habs, where's Victor? He's been working. He's really having trouble. He keeps trying to get on. It's not worked out for him, and we're trying to figure out if we can get him, what we can do to help him out. But we
just might give him his own show, and everybody's going to have to learn Portuguese.
I know we'll have to do it. But yeah, he's struggling because he's had work obligations when when we can do the show, and it's tough. So he'll be back as soon as he gets some time where he's able to. So
he's going to be back under the playoffs. He's going to come in. He's going to be part of our form change. And
there you go. Yeah, for sure. All right. So next game, Leicester versus Ipswich. That's a big one.
Wow, this is a big game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big one. I'll go. Boy, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for this. I don't know if it's a surprise, but I think I'm gonna go 2-1 to Leicester.
Okay, and I am not even going to. I'll say it in case people are just listening. I'm going 2-0 Ipswich away.
Let's see. Next game, Birmingham versus Charlton.
7-0 Charlton. Oh. This is interesting, isn't it? Like, okay. Unfortunately for Charlton, I think they're going to cop the wrath of Birmingham. 4-0.
I'm going to go 2-0.
To Birmingham?
Yep.
We do love you, John. See, secretly we love you.
Yeah. Millwall versus Hull City. That's a good one. That's a good game there.
This is tough.
It is.
McBurney came back, started playing, came on off the bench. He'll get more minutes against Millwall. I'm really torn here.
At the Den. It's at the Den.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go 2-2.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No. There we
go. I guess I'm going to go. I'll go 1-0.
Yeah.
I like a draw there.
I just feel like I can see more goals in this game.
You're probably right, but
we'll see.
I'll go 1-1. Portsmouth versus Blackburn. It's an important game at the bottom of the table.
Is it? It's you. Yeah, you go.
Oh, me first. All right. Portsmouth 0, Blackburn 1. I think Portsmouth are in trouble.
And I'm going 1-1.
All right. Wrexham versus Watford.
My team is really testing my loyalty. But I'm going to stay true, and I'm going to tip a 2-1 win.
All right, I'm going with the exact same thing. 2-1.
Yeah,
I think we get the bounce back.
Yeah.
Coventry versus Bristol City. I will take Cov 3-1.
Wow. Okay. Big difference here. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I actually think Coventry's coming off the boil a little bit. Not that they're going badly, just not as hot as they were 3 weeks
ago. Yeah. Middlesbrough versus QPR.
Okay, this one's quite tough now. I'm really torn here. Middlesbrough at home, I think, to be just too strong with a 2-1 win.
I think Middlesbrough. QPR is so off and on that they played well in their last game. I think they're going to get smashed. So I'm going to go 3-0 Middlesbrough.
We've got a couple of big results in here, don't we?
Yeah. And then the final game of the week, which is on Monday, actually. Sheffield Wednesday versus Derby County.
Extra day's rest. I'm going to tip a 1-1 draw here.
Fucker, that's what I was going to do. You know what? I'm gonna give Wednesday a win. I'm gonna give a 1-0 Wednesday win. They get a goal early and hold on to it.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
It's
a bit risky. It's a bit risky.
We got some stuff in there, don't we? Well, there they are, people. So if you want to gamble responsibly and go get your guaranteed winnings, Aaron's on a form run. Go and tip everything the opposite to what Aaron said, and you'll be a chance this week because he's got to come bad sooner or later.
Yeah, this will be the week. I'll have a horrible week, I'm sure.
Oh, it's so funny. But
Yeah.
no, it's been, look, it's tough. It's the footy tipping is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I guess the people that are coming first and second on this table, um, that's why we do tactical fortitude, because we're
Yeah.
the experts.
You say so.
As I say, tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. I don't know. It was a tough night last night, but I think we'll get a bounce back. I think
I hope so.
Park we'll get he'll change quite a few, probably 5 or so changes, I bet, and something like that.
And the players are
We'll be
used enough
good.
to playing with each other, all these players, and the formation they know. So,
Mm,
doing these big change outs shouldn't be too much of an issue.
no, I don't think so. I think I have been surprised. I am. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised uh, that he's not played O'Brien as much. I do wonder if there's something going on with O'Brien, if he's got a little niggle, and so he's just kind of protecting him
Well, remember
because he's so good when he plays.
when Rodriguez got his injury, we didn't know about that for a long
Yeah, I
time,
know. Yeah,
and so they do hide it sometimes. So O'Brien
yeah,
might be injured.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been in the team. He's. I think he brought him on again. Did he bring him on against Blackburn? I think he brought him on against Blackburn, but he
yeah.
hasn't came on in the last 2 games. So,
No.
and I think he would have done well in both.
Mm,
Um, I thought we needed him to come in. But so I wonder if there's something going on there. But shoot.
yeah,
So,
possibly. So, I mean, look, it's been a really a tough pill to swallow yesterday.
hmm
But you can't change it. It's gone. So I think it just a matter of we do, like you said, we've got to get the bounce back. We're at home, so the fans will be there, and
yeah,
we got to see how we got to see how we go. We do need this win.
yeah,
Once again, we're playing a team that's 1 point in front of us on the league.
yeah,
It's a chance to stay in touch, to cement our midfield position, because it'll probably still only get us back up to 12th or so after the weekend's rounds of games, which is fine. But
yeah,
I think more importantly for the team psychology and the team psyche, it's got to be a win.
yeah. Yeah, I expect a much more attacking team this weekend. I mean, we're at
Yeah.
home, and here's the thing: if he goes attacking and we lose, 2-1 or 2-3, something like that, I don't think anybody's gonna be upset. You know what I mean? Like, if we go for it, you know what I'm saying? So I could see him trying to get after it.
I
I'd
reckon
love to see Broadhead and Windass on this pitch together, but I just don't. I
true.
don't
Yeah.
think he'll do it. I just think the problem is right now is our wing backs. I think because we don't have the wing backs that are quite as good going forward and in defense, that it's causing us to have to use the midfield to help defensively, and I think that's our big issue right now.
Yeah. And there's
Uh,
no substitute for speed, is there? Like, Kabore's speed is just, you know,
yeah, it's
yeah,
unbelievable.
just puts players under so much pressure.
I love it. I love it. I don't know if you saw it. I posted it in the Discord the other day. Apparently, Man City are looking to offload some players
Yes.
in the summer,
Did see.
and he's one of them. So because he'll be going into his last year on his contract. So if they're going to cash in, it's going to be this summer.
Mm,
So I would say, assuming that we want him, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't, I could see us trying to get him on a permanent if he wants to stay. He seemed to be enjoying it at Wrexham, so.
yeah, I think he loves it here. I
Mhm.
think that I think both John and Josh were making the argument for waiting till the off season to purchase him.
Yeah,
And I understood that. I had sort of a
yeah,
slightly different view, but I think they've talked me around.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, it doesn't matter. I mean,
got him for the
I don't know
season.
what our deal is with it. You know what I mean? I don't know how much we're paying him. I don't know. And here's the thing: he may not want to. He may want to wait and see what kind of offers he gets because he's a player that could play. at a high level in other European leagues, you know.
Mm.
So I don't know if he wants to stay in England or if he wants to get a move somewhere else. I don't see a Prim team or anything like that picking, wanting him. But there might be other championship sides that would be interested in him too. So he may wait and see what he can get. But if he likes it here and we're willing to offer him enough money, I could see him staying. Whether we do it in January or not, I don't know. I think probably. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Actually,
Probably not.
right now for both sides, you
Mhm.
probably want to wait till the end of the season. If you can Cabora, you want to wait and see
Yeah.
where Wrexham ends up and how we go.
Yeah.
And does he still love it here at the end of the season?
Mhm. Yeah.
But if we get to the end of the season, we might want to wait because we might want to go on a serious shopping spree. Not that I think Cabora is a player.
Yeah.
Cabora is definitely a player I think we try and get. There's
Mhm.
other wing backs you've got to get.
Mhm.
Sorry, move on before
Yeah.
Cabora. If you're upgrading, that's the nature of this sport in particular. That with all the leagues and the movement of players as teams go up and down the league, the one constant is the fans of the team. The things that change are managers and players and some owners sometimes, but not so much. But yeah, so yeah, I think that you have to be as a fan happy to accept that players are going to come and go.
Yeah.
That's the nature of this. That's the nature of this sport.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, and with the way we've gone up the leagues, we're constantly trying to upgrade. It'll be nice. Actually, I think it will do us a lot of good if we stayed down this season, because we'll actually be able to build on the team and get some, keep the players together and build that unity and stuff that we've lacked a little bit of, that cohesion.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Build a squad for a couple of years that
For sure.
literally, is just knows each other inside out, like we have had from the National League all the way through to now, with minimal changes.
Yep.
This year's been the big change.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
Well, buddy, I think that's been a good one. I can tell it's been a tough day for you. You look like you're done.
Dude, I'm absolutely wore out.
Thanks for all the effort, though. I really appreciate it. You've done a great job on TAC Fortitude again. So yeah, and hopefully you're right. It is the bounce back, and hopefully your footy tipping form just goes off just a little bit. No, not a lot, just a little bit.
I need to pick up. I need 5 correct scores this week.
That's what makes the difference, isn't it? When you get the score right.
Yeah.
Because
it was funny last night, or not, wasn't even last night, it was the night before. Because I had at one point I had 4 correct, and then of course Birmingham blew it at the end. But all the other ones I was only like.
I love the way you read that. Like Birmingham blew it at the end.
It did. Oh, dude, you have no idea. I was so excited. Like I was watching that game, and you'd have thought Wrexham scored when they scored the equalizer, because I was like, yeah, it's 1-1. I was so excited that they scored that goal, and it was like the 92nd minute. And I'm like, yes, they scored. It's 1-1. There's no chance they're going to lose this. And they lose it on the last kick of the game. I was like,
their keeper should have stopped that goal.
Oh, I mean, it damn near hit him in the chest.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was only there.
I was like, how did you not stop that? John wasn't happy. John wasn't happy about that one. I don't think John's a fan of their keeper at the moment.
Shoot. But anyway, yeah. So okay, well, thanks for coming in, guys. If you haven't, hit the like button before you jump out. We'd really appreciate it. Now, upcoming shows. What a week! So tomorrow there'll be a breakfast club from Josh tomorrow, and then we jump into the weekend's games. Exciting! What's the early game tomorrow? What
was it? It was West Brom and somebody. Who did play again? Oh, Sheffield United. I think it's West Brom and Sheffield United.
West Brom, Sheffield United. Well, can Sheffield United continue their run in the first game of the weekend? Because Sheffield United now on 23 points. They win that game, they will move to only 1 point behind us.
Yep.
And they were looking terrible at the start of the season. Great show, Blues fans, from John Merrill. Yeah. So, so Sheffield United, I think, it's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs. But I think that, they can definitely continue their climb up the league.
I don't know. I assume we're still paying his whatever percentage of the wage that we did, but I think I heard that he went back to Man City for treatment though.
Yes,
because they've got. I mean, they're set up better for that kind of stuff. So
same
obviously,
as City's and Wrexham's facilities the same.
Yeah, not quite. Probably not quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would. That's all right though. We'll get him back. He'll.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have him back too because he's great. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's jump out of here, guys. Thanks for jumping in. Look out for Josh for Wrexham's club. Looking forward to the weekend's games. There will be the normal game day build-up, watch along, and extra time. So stay in tune. Jump in the Discord and chat away with all your mates if you want to. And on that bombshell, we will both see you all again very, very soon.